So, did you guys know what happens in Vermont in March? It still snows. It's snowing right now. And I'm a little bit annoyed by it because I just want to be able to go out and not be snowed on. um, it's March 4th. 1 year ago today, I started hiking the Appalachian Trail. I didn't do it in one day. So I'm celebrating that today. And to celebrate that, I decided to put together some more of the questions and answers that we recorded a few days ago. These are some questions about our hygiene on trail and some more questions about how we think that the trail will affect our relationship. So strap in, stay tuned, grab a pint of water because I'll probably say Appalachian Trail a few times and you'll have to drink. Or, I mean, whatever you want to drink. It doesn't have to be water. And enjoy the show. Love you guys. Oh, you're about to see the new YouTube channel name because we created an intro. Hannah created an intro. But I said it was good, so I was part of it.
Probably some lube for...
Okay, so somebody wanted to know about our personal hygiene and what kind of supplies we are going to be taking. Now, I know that for personal hygiene for me, I found out on a trip that I took last year that I'm trying to not make her drink. That I don't like not shaving, so I did carry a razor on some parts of that trip. Other times I just waited until I was at a hostel and picked a cheap razor up and just shaved then, or found some hair clippers at the hostel. So I may or may not carry a cheap razor and a small thing of shaving cream. I did carry deodorant, especially through the more touristy spots because there were a lot of girls on trail, and
You like stuff flirting with girls.
flirting with girls is kind of fun. So I might, at least in the southern portion, I might carry some deodorant.
Because there will be girls. And
There's
he's
always
going
girls.
to flirt with girls.
Don't, guys. I'm not gonna flirt with girls.
Yes, you are.
We have so many friends and family in Vermont. Well, she has so many friends and family in Vermont that we're going to have situations where we can come off trail for a night for a shower. We'll probably just borrow soap from whoever is letting us stay at their house. So not a big deal to carry soap on trail or anything like that. What about you? What kind of personal hygiene supplies would you be carrying?
Well, I mean, I'm going to bring a toothbrush and toothpaste. Well, he'll bring the toothpaste tablets and I'll just use them.
Yeah, I have toothpaste tablets, the same ones I carried on the trip that I took earlier last year.
I am not going to bring deodorant. I will probably bring a hairbrush because I don't want to cut my hair, and it will, unless I want a big old rat's nest, will be a necessity. And then, lip balm, probably some lube for anti-chafe lube.
So we don't have a big tent.
Chafing is not fun. Butt crack. You ever had a chafed butt crack?
No.
It sucks. And then outside of that, feminine hygiene products.
Boom, that brings us to the next question, actually. Garrett, it's weird because I know you don't want to listen to this answer, but you're the one who asked it. So, how do female hikers deal with their periods? / how do you think you may deal with yours?
Well, obviously, 3.5 weeks. I'm really just hoping, fingers crossed, that I don't get my period while we're on trail.
That would be ideal.
Not realistic. So, I have not made a decision if I'm going to use a menstrual cup, such as a Diva cup, or if I'm going to use tampons or some combination thereof. Um, Likely, what I will do is I will keep a handful of tampons in my pack. I always keep at least 2 in my pack because they're great as actually a first aid item if you really gash yourself and need a compress for blood.
And they're good snacks.
Don't listen to him. Those are things that you have to pack in and pack out. You can't bury your tampon like you can toilet paper. So making sure that I have an extra baggie for that.
Mm-hmm.
And probably because of that, I'll also carry a small thing of hand sanitizer.
Do you prefer solo travel? Specifically
Absolutely not.
hiking.
Absolutely not. I'm a people person. I like people. I like lots of people. You want to go for a hike and there's more than one of us? I'm in.
I prefer hiking, backpacking solo.
He prefers everything solo.
I could live like in a bubble for the rest of my life and not talk to anybody. Okay, except for you.
Good save.
But
we're gonna test him.
It's gonna be a not so much of a test, but a practice for me in doing things with people. A person doing things with person. I have already prepared her for the possibility that I might wake up some mornings and go for a trail run before we hike, you know,
because he's crazy.
Whatever. Crazy's not, well, maybe a little. I'm an idiot. So you know, I'm going to find ways to give myself that solitude and sense of accomplishment, personal accomplishment, but still do it together. So, what happens if we get sick of one another?
What was your plan?
If I got sick of you?
No, what was your plan?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just going to go into this with her already sick of me. The annoying process has already started. So by the time we start this hike, she's already going to be annoyed and sick of me. So there's not going to be any further that we can go on trail.
Which means that he might get thrown over a cliff or shoved down into a ravine.
Guys, if you don't hear from me by like September 15th, then call the police and use this video as evidence. We know that we're not going to go through this 3.5 week experience without some kind of bickering.
Especially when I get hungry / hangry and when I'm hurting and grumpy.
I don't think that there's anything that will happen to us on trail that could push us further from where we've already been. So I'm personally not really worried about that at all. What happens if one of you guys gets hurt or sick? It all depends on how severe that injury or sickness is. I mean, if it's something that we can just like take a day off and continue after that, then you know that'll be pretty easy. We live in Vermont, so if you know, for any reason one of us couldn't continue the hike, it's not really a problem for us both to get off trail and deal with it.
And then depending on what it is, like if I get incapacitated but I'm not life threatening, like if I'm just, I don't know, break my leg so I'm stuck at home, Matt can make the choice if he's going to go back out and finish or if he's going to wait for me to heal to finish. And vice versa.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, the beautiful thing about us doing this trail is that we live nearby it. If there's a section that we have to skip for some reason, we can easily go back and fill it in. If for some reason we don't get to finish it, then we can always go back and finish it. So I'm not too worried about any of that.
Me neither.
I'm not stressed about timelines or anything related to that. So really, like, this is kind of a fun hike. I'm really excited to have some fun.
There it is, y'all. The Adventures of Hiker Trash and the Trail Angel. So, subscribe like you promised you would already, and follow along on all of our Hiker Trashy or Trail Angel-y adventures. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you very soon.